So we have translations for the Super Dragon Ball Heroes Ultra Guide Mission manga. Now, I covered a raw chapter about 4 videos back from this one. In this video, we're gonna go ahead and look over these translations and see what dialogue makes any significant difference. Let's go ahead and get started right after this intro. So the title of this chapter is called I Cannot Afford to Lose This Fight. Now, of course, we treated with the battle here between Future Trunks or Xano Trunks, Time Controller, versus the Future Warrior in Black. The narration go on to say that the stage is set in a devastated West City. Fortunately, who this Warrior in Black really is. Like I said in my initial review without the translations, Trunks is looking at his fighting style, the scar on his face, but he's trying to figure out why would he be working with somebody who's erasing timelines. This is when the Future Warrior in Black reveals himself to be Future Gohan. And Trunks' reaction to this is, why are you doing this? This is not the Gohan I knew. This is when Future Gohan goes in for the attacks, and Trunks, he's on the defensive because he's trying to say, wait, like, why are you doing this? He's asking him, why is he doing this? Why are you involved in the destruction of these histories? But really shockingly, even though he's working for Lady Ios, he says no, he's not involved in the destruction of these histories. Gohan go on to say that this is the battle to protect the true history. Go on to tell how he couldn't protect his own future of his history. That he lost everything in West City to the androids, even Bulma and Trunks. Of course, we heard this story in the promotional anime as well. That in his version of the future, things happen much differently. Basically, him and Trunks swap roles. And he really blames himself, he said, because he's weak. He mentions how Lady Ios granted him this power so he can protect those he can in the true history. Raging and powering up into a Super Saiyan, vows that he can protect everyone with his own hand this time. Notice he didn't say hands, hand, because he only got one hand. Rushing towards Trunks with much fury, he says, do you have what it takes to be worthy of surviving? Allow me to test you, Trunks. Now this is when the battle really begins. While fighting, Trunks questioned him, saying, do you think it's fine to sacrifice other histories for the sake of protecting your so-called true history? And Gohan, he just responds by saying there's a limit on what we can protect, and we're doing everything we can to protect what we need to. Kicking Trunks away and proceeding with an energy blast. Through the dust and the smoke, Super Saiyan God Trunks emerges, saying to Gohan that your regret for not being able to protect your future. I understand that feeling painfully well. Begins to take off his sword, really about to lock into this fight. He says, if that's your intention, then I'll stop you right here. And this is when we are treated to a battle of full power Super Saiyan God Trunks versus full power Future Gohan. You can tell Future Gohan is giving it everything he got. The most crucial panel in this manga chapter was that knee in the back. Of course, like I said in my initial raw review, Trunks gets back up with ease and continues the battle. And this pretty much leads everything to the ultimate being struggle. Gohan's Kamehameha versus Trunks' Masenko, which Gohan taught him. But before Trunks shoots out the Masenko, he tells Gohan, he says, Master, I know your strength better than anyone. However, I won't lose to the current you. In other words, what he's saying is, I won't lose to this version of you who's fighting for the wrong thing. And of course, these two keep pushing and pushing until it causes a huge explosion, with Trunks actually arriving as the winner. The Future Warrior in Black, known as Gohan, laying down in a crater. He begins to laugh and says, you beat me, as he begins to think back on memories with his version of Trunks, commenting about how he sure has grown stronger. Grabbing his sword back, Xano Trunks promises him the peaceful future and also a future of the past that you couldn't protect. He will protect every history. Now this is when the announcer pops up saying, in West City, the Future Warrior in Black has been defeated, but alas, the fairy Millie is in a different area in possession of another Warrior in Black. In the promotional anime, we already know who has that, but it hasn't been aware or made known in the manga yet. The announcer continues by saying the second round of the space-time tournament continues to heat up. It's interesting, we see things like Vegeta fighting against Turles again, see Jiren going against a hooded warrior. I'm pretty sure Goku's there too, but maybe not. We see Cumber and Frieza standing on opposite sides, which I thought they was on the same team. the Namekian hooded warrior in black. You see Zano Goten fighting against somebody who I can't really see that well. If you know who it is, let me know in the comment section below. It switches over to the third scene, or the third area here, which is Planet Glass. Like I said before, we can see these glass-like warriors here fighting against all the warriors that's there, which is Hidden Yamcha from Team 1, Zano Pan and Zano Gohan from Team 2, and Hearts and Metal Cooler from Team 3. They're all there. Metal Cooler seems to be making slight work of the glass warriors, but every time they are destroyed, they regenerate. Hearts then asks Metal Cooler, is he alright? But Metal Cooler, knowing about Heart's ability, just thinks to himself, stop putting up an act, which Heart's read and says, don't say that, we're teammates now. But Heart's comment on these warriors, he says on Planet Glass, the one he know of, the soldiers quickly regenerated. Strange, I heard this planet is gone. That's when he hears Zano Pan cry out, but Gohan is telling her, no Pan, this is dangerous, she needs to hide. She insists on helping Hit, who we found out to be frozen solid. And Heart seeing this, he comments on it saying, this is definitely the ability of the Glass tribe, but the voice I hear is someone other than Lax, as he questions who is she. But unfortunately, we do not see who that is in the manga. We already know who it is in the promotional anime. The stark difference is, in the promotional anime, Hearts isn't there. In the manga, he is. So I'm definitely going to be waiting on the next manga chapter to go ahead and see Heart's reaction. Do she know anything about Lax? Because I believe in the arcade mission, and this thanks to Dave on Twitter, I'll put his link down in the description below. He pointed out that Lax was supposed to be the sole survivor of Planet Glass, of her tribe in general. So how is this person there? And most importantly, do he know anything, or do she know anything about Lax currently? It does it for this chapter and the translation review. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and of course turn on those post notifications. That way you can be reminded every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one.